You may choose to have your feet on a block or a book, a tall book. Or, if you want to feel fully grounded with the earth, you can slide a little forward on your chair if your legs are as short as mine and have yourself rooting your feet into the earth. But you get to decide that for yourself. And as you're connecting your feet to either the block, book, or the earth, or even a blanket, you can have a blanket there. Feel yourself connecting more and more to Mother Gaia. Today, to start off, we are going to start rooting into the ground. So I'm going to have you, as you're inhaling, just so connect with your breath. We're going to do that first before we start to ground. Just inhaling deeply, filling that belly, exhaling fully, contracting everything back, and just continuing that breath in and out. And then eventually, we're going to, with each exhalation, we're going to really focus the heaviness, the density towards our lower body, really allowing ourselves to sink into the support of Mother Earth. So inhaling, you can bring that breath to your heart center, to your essence, to your soul, and exhaling, drawing that heaviness, almost like a sand timer, allowing the sand to become heavier and heavier in the sand timer, filling it up at the bottom. Inhaling, bringing that breath to the heart, to the core, to the soul. Exhaling heaviness, drawing more and more sand into that base of the sand timer. And once you're feeling that your sand timer is getting filled up and has a lot of sustenance to it, now you want to start to feel roots growing out of your lower extremities. See the roots from the tree as your legs are the base of a tree, nice and sturdy. We're growing the roots into the earth, and feel those roots moving in through the ground and the soil as they start to just dance and sway their way through the earth as they do. It's almost like a dance of earth and roots. Feel it, see it. And as you get deeper and deeper and stronger in the gripping of your roots, start to feel the nourishment of Mother Earth moving in through those roots and nourishing your body as it moves up in through the feet, up in through the calves and shins, knees, thighs, in through the pelvis, hips and glutes, in through the torso, up through the shoulders, softening the shoulders, up through the arms, forearms, hands, all the way up through the throat and neck, and then filling up your beautiful face and head. We're going to open up at the crown, the top of the head, allowing for source energy to meet us at the top of the head. So we're still breathing in through to our soul, our heart center. We're breathing out. We've rooted and grounded and really gotten a strong foundation. And then we've brought the energy all the way up from Mother Earth, healing vibration, all the way up to the crown, where there we've opened up. And so now the inhalations will come in through the heart, and the exhalations will bring us closer and closer to divinity. Feel the opening at the crown getting larger and larger, and feel that sensation and connection with source energy and whatever it is that calls to you, right? It could be God. It could be Allah. It could be whatever source or divinity is for you. It could be universe. It could be, everyone has a different name, all right? So find your name, find your connection to what calls to you, and allow that with each exhalation to really grow larger and larger, almost like you're growing a cord coming from the top of the head and going up through the top chakras, because we do have chakras that go past the crown and up into the heavens. Feel that cord, just like the roots of the tree. Feel the cord of the connection to divinity growing taller and taller and stronger and stronger. And once you've grown that cord and you feel that cord full and strong and sturdy and connected, then let's bring that white light energy in through that cord, moving down through the crown, in through the head, moving in through the face, the neck, the throat, the shoulders, the torso, arms, forearms, hands, in through the glutes, in through the hips and pelvis, in through the thighs, knees, shins and calves, in through the feet and toes. Feel that white light just enveloping your entire being. And then come back to that breath if you've lost it. And just have 3 full yogic breaths. Inhaling through the nostrils, expanding the belly as the diaphragm lowers and massages all the internal organs, and exhaling, contracting the belly, letting that diaphragm move back to its original place and moving that breath up and out of the nostrils. And 2 more full yogic breaths. Coming back to your natural breath. Coming back in through the limbs, so in through the hands and feet, bringing energy back in there. Starting to move the limbs and torso and shoulders, head and neck. And then you can keep your eyes closed as you're reawakening the body, fully grounded, fully connected to source, fully connected to soul. Feel those 3 connections through our practice today. And as you keep your eyes closed and start to sway from side to side, allowing the shoulders to lift and the neck to roll from side to side, just kind of allowing the entire torso to move. Let's move that spine in a sideways fashion, a fashion that we're not generally used to, right? We usually move in a very linear way. And so when we sway from side to side, getting those shoulders involved and the head swaying from side to side, we really start to move that spine and nourish it in a different way. And let's have one more breath in this wonderful, beautiful swaying motion. Coming back gently to stillness. Take your time with that. You can slow the sway. Coming back to stillness. And then just taking a moment to really feel in through the torso. And just that. Let's feel what that created within our upper body. All right, we're going to move into a side bend, but we're just going to inhale up. We're going to exhale, we're going to reach over, reaching, and we are hinging at the waist. We're just reaching, and then coming back, inhale, exhale, and we're going to do the other side. Inhale, left, exhale, we're going to reach over, hinging at that waist, reach, and remember the neck, to allow it to be in a comfortable position, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Could be looking this way, forward, down, and we're reaching, and then inhaling up, exhaling down. We're going to do it 2 more times on each side. Inhaling up, exhale, reach, hinging at that waist. Try to hug that left side. Okay? It's like it goes into a little hug, a little squeeze. And then inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, reach over towards the right, hinging right, hugging that right core. Reach. Inhaling up, exhaling down, and then one last full round. I'll allow you to do this on your own. Inhaling up, exhaling down, and then the last one. Once again, let's take a moment. Let's feel in through the upper shoulders, the waist, because we've just worked the core a little bit. What are you noticing? All right. And so now we're going to move synovial fluid. So we're going to hold our 2 trays. We're going to inhale, coming all the way back. We're going to exhale, corkscrew all the way down. So fingertips come in through the waist and towards the back, and you can extend that if you'd like. And then inhaling, right? So the breath comes first, the movement follows. And we're just going to continue with the breath flow. The exhales are down. You can extend if you choose. That's yogi's choice. Inhales are up. Breath is first. Movement follows. And then let's finish with one more full round. When completed, bring palms up onto thighs. Take a moment. Feel the shoulders. You may feel some fluid movement. That's your synovial fluid. It kind of feels a little cold in through the shoulders. All right, we're going to do cat-cows. So here you may want to remove the block. I like to. You may want to slide a little forward on your chair. And remember, we're always rooted at the feet, and we're always hugging at the legs. They're always hugging inward when we're doing movement in the chair, just like in mountain. And then we also always want to have that core engaged where we're hugging inward. Now we're going to place the hands at the knees, and we're going to inhale, draw the hands all the way back, chest forward. You may want to hug the shoulder blades. Exhaling, long spine, rounding at the top. Inhaling, chest forward, cow. Exhaling, long spine, rounding at the shoulders. Inhaling, exhaling. And just continue with your flow of breath, being mindful that the breath is what guides us. It is the lead in the movement. It goes first, and then the movement follows. 2 more. Relaxing the body, softening through the legs. Taking a moment here to just once again, feeling through the body. What are you noticing? What are you witnessing? How are you feeling? Introspection, okay? Super important to bring you into the present moment. Connect with the breath. All right. We're going to do some chest openers. So we're going to reach out towards the sides. And as we reach out, I want us to find those 2 muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine and draw those down. So it's like a sensation of drawing the shoulders back and down, but you're actually focusing on the muscle that makes that happen. And that's the rhomboids. It sits between the shoulder blades and the spine. And we draw those down. And we reach. We're reaching, reaching, reaching. We're feeling that heat. It's instant heat. We're working the fascia. Okay, that's where the heat comes from. All right, let's inhale, bringing palms to sky. We can extend that if we want, all the way back. Exhale, back down, and we're just going to sway. Inhale, palms to sky. Exhale, down, and continue for a few more breaths. Still as you're drawing those rhomboids down, okay? So still trying to keep that connection with those 2 muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine. 1 more. Now we're going to inhale, right arm over left, giving ourselves a hug. And now we're rooted, we're hugging legs, we're zipping from the core, from the base, right at the top of the pubic bone, all the way up. So hugging inward. And then we're going to draw those 2 muscles once again from the shoulder blades. Those 2 muscles, we're drawing those down. Right? The muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine. And then we find our shoulder blades and we're going to widen those. All right, so there's a lot of action in the shoulder blades, but what we're doing here is opening up the chest. The back body as well, but you'll see a huge significant difference in the chest. Now the neck, we're going to jut the chin forward, and then we're going to bring it all the way back, bringing it parallel to the earth. And you may feel here the lengthening of the back of the neck. Okay, those muscles tend to shorten over time, so we want to keep them nice and long. And we're going to take 1 more full breath here. Next inhale, we're going to soften. We're going to exhale in the softness of all of this. We're going to inhale, draw the arms all the way along the body, down the body, tucking elbows in, bringing elbows all the way back, hugging shoulder blades, and then inhaling forward, exhaling back, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And last one. Palms up onto thigh, and just take a moment to see how much more open your chest is. And see if you can feel that sternum kind of tipping towards the sky. Okay, there's like an actual feeling of it's tipping up towards the sky. See if you can notice that. And then you may also notice blood flow within the shoulders, the shoulder blades, even the upper back, maybe even the chest. Or you may not, and you may feel it just on the second turn. Okay, sometimes it takes twice to start to feel that blood flow. So now we're going to inhale and do the other side. So now we're reaching. And then we're going to find those two muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine. We're going to draw those down. Have a couple of breaths here as we're reaching. We're touching those walls today. It's soft, and we're softening the fascia of the arms. All right, and then now we're going to do a flow of breath. Inhaling, palms flat, touching the walls. Exhaling, bringing those palms or fingertips all the way towards the armpits. Okay, inhale, palms are touching the wall. Exhale, where fingers are touching the armpits. All right, inhale, exhale. Two more. We're going to inhale, bringing that left one over the left one this time. And then we're going to find our foundation, rooted feet, hugging legs, right? Engaging legs. And then engaging the core, so zipping up from the pubic bone all the way up to the sternum, hugging in the core. And here we're going to find those two muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine. We're going to draw those down. Then we're going to find those shoulder blades once that's happened, and we're going to widen those. All right, now we're going to take the neck, and we're going to jut it forward, and we're going to bring it all the way back. And we're going to breathe. So breathing deeply here, find that full yogic breath. Two more full breaths. We're going to inhale and soften everything all the way down to your toes. Just soften it out. And then we're going to exhale here. And then we're going to inhale, bringing those arms along the body, hugging those elbows, exhaling, elbows back, inhaling, hands forward, exhaling. Last one. And then coming down, let's bring our palms down this time for grounding, and let's take a moment once again for introspection. You may feel more flow of blood or fluids in through the shoulders and chest now. I feel it all through my arms this time, even through my back. And then see if that sternum, that bone between in the middle of the ribs here, if it's jutting up a little bit, if it's tipping a little bit closer to that beautiful sun and sky of ours. All right, we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So find your shoulder rolls, and they can be really loose and fluid, or you can do them this way. You know, whatever feels good for you, you can do both. Just really flow in through this. Don't make it rigid. You can even sway while you're doing this. Just have some movement in through those shoulders. Okay, like when I moved side to side like this, it brings a different element, a different layer of movement for my shoulders. And then we're going to reverse the circles. So reverse them. Do what feels good for you right now. It's really about loosening all those areas that may be a little heavier than others. Okay, I'm having a lot of heaviness in my shoulders today, so I'm moving a lot. And one last one. And let's take a moment, palms up this time for receiving, and feel the heat, because that brought a lot of heat. Take a moment to thank your body. Let's go into a gratitude introspection of the body and what it does for us on a day-to-day. So thank your feet for holding you. Let's thank our legs for allowing us to walk. Let's thank our hips for combining the upper body and the lower body and making it function. Let's thank the torso for all of its function. There's so much in the torso, the heart, the thymus that keeps our immune system going, all our digestive organs, all our breathing. There's so much to thank in the torso, so you can take a few breaths there for thanking. Let's do that. And then let's move in through the shoulders, thanking them for the fluidity that they allow us to pick things up, and the arms to be able to hold on to things. That's the hands and writing and all the stuff. I mean, there's so much. And then the neck for allowing us to look over our shoulders. And you can do that in this here. We're going to thank the neck as we inhale center, exhale right, inhale center, exhale left. And just send some gratitude to that neck and the throat, for your voice, for helping stop all the toxins from coming in, and then thanking that face of yours for being so beautiful, and for allowing you to see. There's so much in the face, there's so much in all our parts, allowing you to breathe in through the nose and in through the mouth, allowing you to eat and nourish your body. And the head and brain for all of the intellect it gives you, and the hair for, the hair is there to show you how nourished you actually are, and it gives you your uniqueness, who you are. And then we're going to come back and we're going to stand up whenever you're ready. And today we're going to have the lower side of the chair in front of us. I need a little drink. All right. So we're going to come into, I'm just going to show you what we're going to do, and then we'll do a few things and then get there. So we're going to come into, we've done this before, we're going to come into, we're going to be doing I'll go this way so you can see me. We're going to be coming into Warrior 1, and then we're going to eventually come into Warrior 3, okay? So that's our end poses. All right, just so you know, that's where we're building up to, okay? So first we're going to find our mountain feet. Let's root those in. Let's hug them in. Let's zip them up. Not the feet, the torso. And then we're going to bring those shoulder blades, right? We're going to draw those rhomboids down, right? So it's really always about drawing those down. And then we really want to engage this, because you're going to find that once this starts to zip up and hug, the posture is a lot easier. And then palms forward, and let's really kind of go into our mountain for a few breaths. Really, really important pose, the base of all poses. And then let's do some sun breaths as we inhale all the way up. You can look up if you choose to. And then exhale, hands to heart in prayer mudra. Let's do 3 more. Let's take a moment here, hands to heart. Let's place the left hand on the heart, right hand on the left hand. And let's take a moment and have gratitude here for our heart and our love. And then we're going to move into expansive breath. So inhaling, opening wide. You can hug shoulder blades here if you choose to. Exhaling, coming back. Inhale, opening wide. And then coming back. Breath is moving the arms. Two more. Let's sit one more time, feeling through that heart chakra. See the green color of the heart chakra moving in a circular motion. Now we're moving into our energy nadas, right? Our energy centers. And let's see that heart chakra moving energetically towards the right. Larger and larger in a green color. You can choose pink too, or you can do both. And let's thank our heart energy center. Let's have gratitude around that, as this allows us to be open in the world. All right, when you're ready, come back. I'm going to softens. You can march that out. Let's do the feel good pose. You can shake it out. You can ski it out. And you can sway it out. Whatever feels good, do what feels good for you. This is our stand up feel good pose. All right, now we're going to flow. So we're going to stand in front of our chair. We're going to root well into the ground, pad of the big toe, outer heel, or the 4 corners of the foot, okay, whatever resonates with you the most. And then we're going to inhale, big circle up, and once again, let's look back, baby back bend here, engaging from the pubic bone to the navel as we bend back. And then we're going to inhale, forward fold, whatever that looks like for you, swan dive. I like to weave out, bending knees very generously here. And we're going to come into a ragdoll. So a ragdoll here for glaucoma and high blood pressure, keeping head above heart. Ragdoll here for those that want the support of the chair, or ragdoll down here for those that just want to hang, okay? And you're generously bent here in the knees, allowing for everything to soften and open up with each exhalation. So remember, the exhalations are for releasing and letting go, opening up, and maybe even some movement. So you may even be able to lift a little bit in the glutes, in the hips, or not. Okay, you get to decide that. Let's take our ragdoll and go from side to side. So if you're here, you can just go from side to side. If you're up here, you're still doing the same thing. And you can bring a breath into this, so inhaling center, exhaling over, or not, just swaying. It's entirely up to you, okay? And then we're going to inhale, big circle up. Exhale, once again, forward fold. This time we're keeping the legs generously straight, bringing our hands to the chair. And here we want to inhale, keeping that spine nice and long. Exhale, bring that heart towards the toes. Okay, lengthening behind the legs, lengthening the lower back. Take your time with this. Remember, the inhales soften, the exhales release. They surrender you. Let's have 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring the torso up. Exhale, right leg's going to come all the way back. You want your heel to be heel to heel or heel to arch, okay? And your right foot is at about, I'd say 45 to 90 degree angle. It could even be 25 degree angle. Hips are facing forward. All right, so here we're in Warrior One, and we can stay here. This is optional. Warrior One can come here, Variation 2. You really want to hug in through the legs here, really making that foundation nice and strong. Or we can raise up the arms. And remember, the knee is always behind the ankle or aligned with the ankle, okay? And so if we have our arms up, we want to draw those 2 muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine towards the earth. Let's have 3 breaths here. All right, we're going to inhale, bringing those palms of the hands towards the chair. We're going to bring that back leg, bend it, and bring it all the way up into Warrior One, or sorry, Warrior Three. So you can bring your hands here, you can bring them up here, or you can even attempt to, you could do one arm forward, or you can try both arms forward. Okay, find your Warrior Three. Deep breaths here. One more breath. And then bring your hands, if they're up, bring them back here. Bend that right knee and bring it here to beside. All right, back to center. And then inhale, big circle up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's have an introspective pose before we do the feel good. Let's move through the body. Feel the left side, feel the right side. What are you noticing? What are you feeling? And what have you created? So much space, so much space. All right, now you can do the feel good. I mean, you could have done it before too. It's always up to you, right? So honor the body. If you need to do the feel good right away, do that. Do that. I like to do all 4, honestly. They all have a different purpose. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to find ourselves firmly rooted, pat of the big toe, outer heel, hugging, zipping, inhaling all the way up, baby back bend, exhale, engage from the pubic bone to the navel, and then inhaling, forward fold, weave it out or swan dive, tailbone to sky. Let's find a generous bend again. It might be a little bit less than the first time. Okay, you may notice that you've gained some length. Okay, let's celebrate that. Let's inhale, straighten out the legs, draw the torso up. Inhaling here, exhaling, drawing the heart towards the toes. Forward fold, lengthening the backs of the legs. Let's have 4 full breaths here. And remember, glaucoma and high blood pressure, we want to keep that head above the heart. So you can still draw the heart down as you keep the head aligned, okay? Last breath. Inhaling, drawing the torso up, halfway lift. And this time we're going to bring the left foot back into a 45 to 90 degree angle. Bending that right knee, hips are forward. All right, warrior 1. You can stay here. Or you can inhale, draw the torso up, hug the core, bring the hands to the sides. Hugging the legs, right? So front knee is drawing between the first and second toe. Back leg is pressing away. And then variation 3, we can come here. And if we're here, we're drawing those muscles between the spine and the shoulder blades towards the earth. Let's have 2 more breaths. Then we're going to inhale, bending that right knee, left knee, bringing hands to the chair, and then we're going to bring it into warrior 3. So wherever that is for you, this could be here, it could be up here, it could be here, and it could be here, or even here. If we're here, draw those shoulder blades towards the tailbone. And don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And then bring it to the hands to the chair, bending that knee and bringing it back. And this time, let's do a big circle up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do an introspection here. Let's move in through the body, see and notice and feel, acknowledge, celebrate what you've just created. And now, if you'd like, or you could have done it before, you can do the feel good. Let's do the feel good. All right. We are are going to do a balancing pose. Well, that was a balancing pose, I suppose. But let's do another one. So honestly, you can turn your chair just to have that there. But I think we're just going to do something. We've never done this before. I think we're just going to try this out for today. Let's root that left leg in, hug, zip, soften shoulders. And let's just raise that right knee. And then, you know, airplane. Airplane or hips or chair or heart or whatever. You get to choose. Now flex that foot. We're just going to hold it there for a breath or two more. And then we're going to lower softly on the inhale. And then shake out the left leg. All right. You may want to switch your chair over or turn around, whatever works for you. Now we're rooting that right foot. And we're hugging it and really making it strong like a tree trunk. And once you're ready with your hugging and your zipping and your softening, then we're raising. And then find your hand positioning. So this could be it, this could be it, this could be it, and this could be it, this could be it, you know, whatever works for you. And you really start to notice, your body really talks when we do these things. It really tells you what's going on. Let's have 2 more breaths. And then you may want to grab the chair and lower. And then we pick up that right leg and give it a good little bit of love. Dissipate that, right? It's like dissolving it. Okay, great. We are going to do a chair flow just to end the stand-up series, and then we'll sit. So chair flow, we are rooting the feet. Okay, now here's another thing too. If the knees are talking to you and they're not happy, you may want to try the positioning. Remember, I've mentioned this before, but we tend to forget. Sometimes you might want to go pigeon-toed, right? So where your toes are aligned inwards and coming in this way. This might be easier for your body shape and structure, okay? Others may actually feel more comfortable with their toes outward, okay? So really, there's no wrong. What is wrong is if it hurts, and so we don't want that. If it hurts, come out and then play around and see what feels best, okay? So let's root those feet. Let's hug the legs, nice and hugged. Hug the core, zip it up, soften shoulder blades, come into hands at the heart. Let's inhale all the way up. Exhale, baby back bend. We're engaging from the pubic bone to the navel here. And then we're exhaling, coming all the way down, hands to knees, coming into a seated position. So this is where I mean, like if here, you're here and the knees are in discomfort of any, like they can be uncomfortable because of muscle, but if they're pinching or hurting, then play around with the feet, okay? Find what feels best for you. And then here we really want to draw those rhomboids, the 2 muscles between the shoulder blades and the spine down. We're hugging and we're really hugging the legs inwards. And then we're going to inhale, halfway lift, so straightening out the knees, long spine forward. Exhale back into chair, Utkatasana. Give the core a nice big hug. Draw those shoulders back and down. Let's have 3 breaths here. And then we inhale it all the way up. Exhale, lower. And then if you'd like, you can do the feel good. Whatever that looks like for you. And then I think before we sit, I think we're going to do the shake. So we're going to shake it all out. Shake those legs, shake the core, shake the arms, the shoulders. Just get really into it. Move those cells. Move that energy. Get all that heavy energy out. Whatever that feels like for you. All right, and come to stillness. You may hold your chair. And then just feel what you just did for your body. All right, amazing. Let's have a seat. And we're going to do a little bit of, just a little bit of strengthening. So we're going to just kind of slide those hips a little forward. We're going to hold on to the side of our chair. Okay, and you're going to want to tuck your elbows in at the back and lean back. Okay, but keep that spine nice and tall. We haven't done these in a long time. We're going to inhale. So for some of us, just bringing that knee up is sufficient, okay? So if this is where you're content, flex that foot, toes up towards the knee, then so be it. If you want to stretch that out, straighten it out, then that's what we're going to do next. Okay, here or here, okay? Find your comfort. All right, now, variation 3, you might want to start to lift that foot. Inhale at center, exhale up. Let's just do a few. Last one. Let's bring it back and let's point and flex. If you're here, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, and then inhale, lower. Lean forward and bring that life force energy in your hands, a healing energy, and make yourself feel better. All right. And we're going to do the other side. So even if you're here, you can lift this up, okay? So this is a variation. Like, you do not have to straighten the leg and do that. Whatever is best for you. All right, so let's find our long spine here, nice and tall. We're going to inhale, variation 1, toes flexed. Variation 2, toes flexed. Okay, and then variation 3, we can go into lifting, and then, or we can go into lifting, okay? So find what works for you. The inhales are at center, exhales are up. Last one. And then we're going to come back down. Flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. And then we lower softly and gently. We bend forward. We bring our life force energy and give ourselves a nice big loving rub, right? Always feels better when we do that. All right, and I want us to do a forward fold just to end, to give that back a nice little hug. So again, high blood pressure, glaucoma, keep your head above the heart. For the rest of us, you can come forward You can hug your legs if you choose to and hang your head if you choose to or not. Okay, so there's variation 1, variation 2. Okay? And then from here, we're going to do a big circle up, big circle, and then exhale, hands to heart. And just to end, let's do the wow. We haven't done face stuff in a long time. Let's do the wow. So it's as though we're saying wow, but we don't need to say it. And we're just working all the muscles of the jaw, neck, and face. All right, I was going to end there, but I think we just need to dissipate a little bit of energy in the shoulders. They're feeling a little bit like they need to release. So let's do some 3 shoulder shrugs, inhaling, exhale, let it all out, and 2 more. There we go. All the stagnant energy has now left the body. Perfect. All right. So I invite you now to get into a comfortable seated position. Find your sits bones and allow them to root in. And find your breath. And let's find that place where we started, where we were firmly rooted. And so with each exhalation, we were allowing that sand timer to grow heavier and heavier in the base of it. So feel that happening with each exhalation. And then with your inhalations moving in through the nostrils, meeting you at your heart center. We opened up the heart center in our practice today. We did a lot of heart openers, but we also moved into the energetic chakra. So as you inhale, maybe you want to visualize the green light of your heart chakra as it opens and moves in a circular motion. You can envision it growing larger and larger. And then as you exhale, I want you to feel that sand timer filling up and growing heavier and heavier in the base as you sink into the earth. And then you can bring the visual of the roots moving in, moving out of the legs and even the sits bones, and then moving in through the earth, being nourished. So feel the nourishment, feel the healing vibration of Mother Gaia. And so inhaling at the heart, your soul, your essence, exhaling, moving in through Mother Gaia and sinking in and rooting and creating a strong foundation. And just continue this for the next few breaths. And now we're going to inhale and bring that healing vibration from the earth up through the toes, the feet. Keep breathing it in, up the legs, the hips, the glutes, the pelvis, in through the torso, breathing in that healing energy, in through the shoulders, arms, forearms, hands, in through the neck and throat, head, face, moving up in through the crown, where there we may start to already feel an opening and connecting to Source. Now we bring the breath back in, inhaling to the heart center, to the heart chakra, nice green light growing in a circular motion. Allow it to grow larger and larger with each inhalation. Exhaling, growing that cord. It's moving out of the crown, the top of the head, moving into the heavens, connecting in with Source, divinity, whatever, universe, whatever it is for you. Inhaling, heart center. Exhaling, connecting with the universe. And just continue this for the next few breaths. And now we're going to bring that white light, bring it down the cord, in through the head, face, neck, throat, in through the shoulders, white light filling you right up, in through the arms and hands, in through the torso, the chest, the shoulders, the entire torso. Filling that white light from divinity in through the hips, the pelvis, and the glutes, moving that white light in through the thighs, knees, calves and shins, in through the feet and toes. And now that we're fully grounded, we're fully illuminated, and our soul is fully present, I invite you to inhale the mantra, I was born to stand out. Inhale, I was born to stand out in my illumination. Inhaling, I was born to stand out in my illumination. And just continue with the inhales. I was born to stand out in my illumination. I invite you to gently come back to this space. Take your time, slowly, kindly, bringing yourself back as you move energy back into feet and hands, into limbs and torso, into shoulders, head and neck. And gently awakening the body. And you can sway to whatever feels good. A full body stretch may be something that your body is calling for. A yawn is always welcome. And today we're going to chant once. Actually, we're chanting it 3 times. We're going to chant 3 times. It's got Om in it. It will be Om Namo Narayani. All right, so I will do it 1 time, and then we will do it 2 more times. You can follow on the second one. Om Namo Narayani, and that is calling in the Divine Mother, okay? So let's prepare for that, taking a deep breath in. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. As we sit in that vibration, I leave with you what sets you apart may sometimes feel like a burden. This is a reminder. It is what makes you great. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, truth, beauty, and peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste.